Hey, hey, that. Oh my God, it seems like it's been a while. I still gotta get my phone on the mount. Hey, Ru. I'm just sharing out and everything because it'll take me just a couple minutes. I was gonna play some music while I did that, so there's no dead air. Hey, May. It didn't give me a link, which is weird. All right, finally found the link. I do not want to create a room. Okay. Guys, always takes forever too. All right. Hey, Cecilia. All right, get some out. Here we go. I can find a share button. Yes, it's been a while, Cecilia, since you've been on. I was again forever. And Self-Made Chaos. I always love that name. And let's see here. I just got a couple more groups to share too. And I wasn't gonna necessarily show it during the live, but I have two charts that are of the same birthday, different year, both, of course, same time because it's the same birthday. I was gonna break down and analyze anyways, but I figured, while I was doing that, I might as well just go live and so if anybody wanted their chart looked at during the live, I could definitely do that. Rebecca, let me send you I'll send you a link if you want, man. So I'm gonna send Rebecca a link and I'm gonna share it out here. Never let them see you sweat. Adrenaline like a pit, they ain't think shit. I make the word with low herb and they move it. With big times up in the line, but it's new shit. We get crowd, nigga, don't beat them. Stop who's this, not nigga, check the Pico. Yes, that's person, really Valino. New Jack City got crack like Vino. Round, turn them upside down. The gear won't go up, but they don't put it down. Put the finger to it straight from the underground. You ain't got a life, even on the flavor style. Buddha, y'all won't ever get a Navy boat. Buddha, all right, we'll get her a link. Oh, life has not been fun. It's been horrible, but it hasn't been the best. It could be a lot better though. Just hopefully next year will be better. I'm banking on next year being better. Juicy on the road, I was grabbing his butt. Niggas that know to the fucking or flow. They heard I was cold. Water was cold. You said water, nigga, grip like water. If you in a mind, you get a deep like slaughter. Oh, come on, phone. I'll be supposed to be in the butthole. There it goes. When I make it to your town, I'm taking every man down. Whoever wants to just come to the ground. But no one that should have it against nobody in the road. Take a trip to the south. All right. I stay in my home place, travel people know about to push anybody standing to the road. Oh my god, I was I hate that sitting here talking, just jabbing away, and not realizing that I'm on mute, like talking, nobody can hear me. I had asked Cecilia, you are a Virgo, correct? Oh, I booted myself out. The end button where you can leave out the broadcast is like right there in the corner, on the phone where it's like so easy to like run into. We're always taking turns like booting ourselves out. So yeah, but I can get right back in. It just takes a couple minutes. Yeah, I was on mute the whole time. I didn't even realize it. It should be like a flashing light or something. There's no volume. You can't hear me at all. Hold on, I'm going a little chat thing here. Oh, you can now. Okay, okay, good. All right. And then I'm gonna close that there. Okay. It's such a pain in the butt, I swear. All right, just sharing the link for the podcast. And I added just a few things in there, and I fixed and corrected your name, Matt. So I did that on the mobile one, and I did it on the website one. You're able to what? Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Let's see here. I wish there was a faster and easier way to do this, but nope. That'd be too simple, wouldn't it? Way too simple. All right. Oh, okay. Good. You saw that. Okay. Yeah, and I was hoping that it would simultaneously do it itself if I did it from the app one, but when I went on the website, I see that I didn't fix it. It just saw I manually did that. I am gonna have to pull up I might have to pull up two of me. We'll have to see here. Um, so I can it's easier to upload from the computer. Rebecca's so funny. Okay, so I'm waiting on them. So I think they're gonna join. So right now we have it's Leo season, so season of love, passion, children. It's even the season for lottery winnings. It's the season of dating, romance, children, being creative. It's also season of I call it the season of royalty. Um, Leo is royalty, the king. Um, let's see where the moon's at. Oh no, because should not be yawning right now. The moon is oh fun. It's 2 degrees Cancer. So yeah, it's getting ready to hit on my I have a 13-degree Cancer moon. And 7-degree Cancer rising. So yeah, that's gonna be a nice little. Yeah, it's gonna be fun tonight. No wonder I'm freaking tired. Um, so did I. I did that this morning. Same exact thing this morning, all over the floor. And so now I got to figure out how do I get candle wax out of carpet. It's from what I know, it's supposed to be something like with wax paper and an iron or an iron that you iron clothes with. And I don't have any wax paper. Oh, it's red candle wax. Well, the carpet's kind of red, but still you can still see it's the wetness from when it dried. Can I close that? And I've got like literally like 15 tabs open. I need to stop doing that. And then I wonder, and then I wonder why the computer acts like an asshole and goes all slow. Probably because I have like 50 tabs open. Okay. A hair dryer and paper towel. So does it like melt it and then re-dry onto the paper towel? Oh, sorry, I was yawning. Or a heat gun, but very careful. I probably had to light myself in the house on fire. That's what I do. They're Rebecca's so funny. All right. Um. Let's see here. All right. I'm gonna mute myself for just a quick second. I'm gonna pop up on the screen here. There's gonna be two of me, maybe even three sometimes if it's there's a glitch. So 1 second here. That was weird. Let me in. It's gonna make me do like 1,001 things. I have to wait for actually one of them to come on before I can. Um, let's do that. Try one more time. It keeps soaking up the melted wax. Which all looks better for larger. Yeah, it's not too bad. Could have been a lot worse. I was and I was able to catch the candle before it even went out. It was already full of a bunch of wax though. I'll pretend I go again. Shoot on. Matt, will you go take some of that Aries fire and go light one of them on fire or both of them on fire and tell them to hurry up? Tell them I'm like, I'm impatient. The night is almost gone. It is not young anymore. Login code and all that freaking hot mess crap that it do. Oh, sometimes. I don't know, what's like, well, yeah, both Beck and Sarah, they're taking forever. Um, yep, they're taking a sweet little time. Oh, no, the computer takes a sweet little time. And we get them in the window. And you're bleeding today. Why are you bleeding? All right. Nope, go it. Okay. So I guess Sarah's not able to go. And she'll see if Rebecca's able to. Which hopefully she can, because she is one of my apprentices. All right. Okay, now this should work. I have to jump through freaking hoops just to get into the freaking stream yard. All right, let me get myself here. All right, so if you're seeing double, I advise that you go see your medical health provider to have that checked out. All right, so at least we have no screeching, so that's always a plus. So you said downloads from yesterday bleeding over, or you're bleeding over it today? How'd that happen? Let me go see what the heck is taking these girls so long. I booted myself out again, as I always do. Oh, no, no, don't want to hit that button. Trying to hit the end button. Oh, come on, phone. Oh, crap. There it goes. So, yep, so now I'm just waiting for Rebecca. All right. Oh. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and that would be okay if I used your chart. Now, Mae West has a very interesting. She's got a very interesting dragon in her chart. All of her planets are inside the belly of the dragon. So her north and south node literally are the outskirts, while all the other planets are on the inside. And they call it like a Karl Sparsa something yogi. It's Hindu. You know, okay, and I researched a little bit more after because I only have maybe just not even a handful of charts that have that actually have that aspect. Usually, there's usually like one planet that's usually on the outside, so it doesn't qualify. But I did some more research into it, and I came across some more information, and some more articles about it, and it was able to actually narrow it down to different types and to what it would mean if it was like in certain houses or with certain signs. So it breaks it down even more into into detail as well, depending on the aspect. Um, so let me grab it real quick, but and I know that I went and I grabbed your Vedic, which I'm glad I did that because I could get that out of the archives. And let me put it about like my computer. Oh, and the candles are cracking. Oh, is that me? Or not me? I'm sorry, Rebecca. Yep, it is. Finally, yeah. I'm not as skilled as a Gemini Moon or a Gemini Sun. I can't entertain and talk at the same time. I can entertain myself and talk, but I can't entertain people and do like other things all at the same time. I'm not that talented. So, but I will move the thing out of the way so everybody can see. And
you are, but you just
hold on, let me move the thing out of the way, and we'll put that up instead. There's Beck. Do you see it, Rebecca?
no.
Do you look at the screen?
Yeah, it says Akashic Astrology.
Oh no, look at it again.
That's beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that
Yeah,
beautiful?
Leo. It's Leo season, everybody.
Yes, hello.
It is.
Wow.
That is actually a really good cartoon transformation for your picture. And if you look at your hat, I added a Leo and the purple nymph symbol, and I also put in a witch's hat. A purple
You're
witch's hat.
beautiful. You really are. I know, it's gorgeous. The effects are really cool. So you're very clever.
Yeah, I had to work on stairs for a while because I had to work on the outline, and then I ended up losing it somehow, so I had to redo it over from scratch. So I did it differently, and then I enhanced the eyes. All right. And then I did Amanda Michelle's. Hers took forever because I had to change the whole hair color with three different colors, and redo the eyes. Oh, there we go. There's our chart. Oh, that's right.
I love Amanda Michelle. She's beautiful.
Yes, she is. And you know what? I should share the I just made this today. and it was for the live that we did the other day, and I thought it was kind of. I thought it was cute, but that's just me though.
You got a pretty good eye. What you think's cute, usually I love.
All right, here we go. Okay, if you're under 18, close your eyes.
Okay. Oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's Mandy and Mandy.
I love that.
And the hair color,
It's got like a, it's got a Gemini vibe
is
about
pink
it
and
too.
hers is blue. Yeah, so I need to go through it. I need to fix it though, but for the most part, yeah, I thought it was cute.
I love that. Yeah, it is. Very cute. See? Clever girl. All right, give me a minute. I'll be back.
You got less than 60 seconds. And so I was trying to find one that looked the closest as I could to a bandit, which was well, it's not easy because I still haven't found one that I would consider the closest. That's what gave me the idea to do the cartoon one. But I got some really interesting pictures though. Found some really cool zodiac ones, and I'll have to show you guys Leo. Leo is great. No, that's Aries. That one's Aries. Everybody's chart has a dragon in it. It's a north and south node, also known as Rahu and Ketu. That's the dragon eating its own tail. That's what the natal chart is. That's what the wheel is. And it's also a representation of what your soul is doing. Let's see if I can find. I can only find 6 of these ones, which really just chaps my ass. I wanted all 12. So that was Aries. There's Leo. There's Leo. And oh no, there's 2 Aries. Oh no, that's Leo. That just looks different. Okay, that's Libra. That does not look like Libra at all. Sagittarius and Taurus. And here is that Virgo? Yeah, that's Taurus and Sagittarius. Actually, yeah, they kind of really don't. I don't think they really match. I think they're kind of little, little rough. They actually kind of remind me of really sexy men dressed up as sexy women. That's what they remind me of. Oh, that's the one I did for of Sarah's.
Yeah, you do some really good work.
And the symbol thing that Matt sent. And oh, check out Leo. Doesn't Leo look like a hot dude dressed up as a hot woman?
Yeah.
Check out this one, Scorpio.
Ooh, sassy.
Jews. And then Sagittarius.
Sassy. I like that one too.
And Virgo does not look like it should be Virgo. It looks funny. And then we've got Aries. And then there's Virgo. So I gotta find the other 6 of them. I've looked everywhere and I cannot find the rest of these bastards. Oh, look what I did find though. It made me think of you, Rebecca, because it reminded me of your other little witches that you have.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm a hat person, so yes.
That's a cool hat.
Yeah, I love
And
that. You could feel.
let's see here. And then you probably will love this one. You probably like that one.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Isn't that
Very
delicious?
magical. It is.
Yes. I like that a lot. Add some purple in there and that'll be perfect, of course.
And this, I love this. I don't know why, but I had to grab it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, I think I know what I'm gonna do with it. But check this one out.
Ooh. That'd be good for the LGBT topics that we have too.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty
I
cool
like that.
looking.
Yeah. That other one that you
And
just
then,
put up beforehand, can you put that in Messenger so I can muck around
yes,
with it too?
yes, I was gonna send you that one. I was gonna send you both of them, both because you remind me of you.
Yes,
And
please.
let's see here. And let me go back here. I started collecting these a couple months ago when I was first making design tarot, and I came across some more, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I could just go ahead and find all of them that I can find and turn them into a deck. And
Why not?
and I'll show you. And it's a very very voluptuous woman in all of them. She's very
Oh, I like
she's.
that.
Let's see if I can find the other one. So I gotta
I've
get them all
seen
into the
diamond dots.
same folder.
I've seen diamond dot. Yeah, I've seen diamond dots like that. They're really cool. There's a particular artist that does that.
Yeah, I thought
There's a
so. I thought about reaching
there's
out.
a yeah. There's an artist called Joyce too. She's awesome. She does a lot of really erotic, but it's playful eroticism, and it's very
Yeah,
colourful.
that's what I want.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
cool.
I have a special little folder here in my turn folder. I just gotta I gotta find the chunky cute women. Well, it's the same woman, but just a different wardrobe. Oh, I'll show you guys my cartoon character too. But I wonder if she's the one that made these then, because that's what her art looks like. What if she used her husband as an example?
Yeah, I know a few artists that have like a husband wife duo that do they do separate art, but it's similar art, if that makes sense. It's like an extension
Yeah.
of each other. It's quite clever. I'll have to I think Boris the Hello, if that's right. His wife does a lot of fantasy erotic art too. So it's quite you know the Terry Pratchett novels, that type of art.
I have to see it. God damn it, where'd they go?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He's got some really good because he Boris does a lot of the Viking sort of style too, Valkyrie, Norse. It's got that very warrior type look. It's quite cool. And his wife is more of a softer, has more softer tones to it, I suppose, more than a man. You know how men seem to be a little bit more harsh, where a woman it seems to have a little bit more flow. Yeah. It's beautiful, all of it, though.
I cannot find that damn freaking folder. No, I did something with it. Let me see if I can find it.
That's why I love tarot so much, Mel, because for the price of what you pay for a deck of tarot cards, the art that you have, you can't buy that singly in pieces. Do you know what I mean? To buy those pieces of art singly, it'll cost you a fortune. But here,
the art in it alone is worth more than the cards.
Exactly. So for you to have, this art in a book, say like my book here, like for me to have that art, I mean, and I only paid what $30 odd for the book. You know what I mean? So I've got all this gorgeous art just at my disposal, and it's just unreal. And I think artists of tarot cards and even playing game cards such as Magic the Gathering, that they don't get enough credit for the art that they produce and pump out at such a high volume. And it's good art.
Okay, searching, and I still have not found where the hell I put them. Wait, I just found them finally. That's not the folder. Itty, meeny, miny, mo. And did not grab the tiger by its toe.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moo.
every folder I go into, it's like, okay, let me try this one. Now it's empty too. Why the fuck? They don't look empty, but when I click into them, they're empty. It's gonna piss me off. Oh, maybe because I have them under a certain file name. There we go. Duh, Melanie. Okay, here we go. So let me grab a couple of these and show. Oh, this one. Okay. My bad, StreamYard. So the wrong one. Here's my cartoon.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. That's gorgeous. Well done.
And Rebecca's. Making
When I'm
some room
feeling
here
it.
so I can upload. These are so fucking cool how she did these. Like, and they're just like, they have such a personal touch to them too.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
Here, I'll show you. Okay, here we go. Come on. Here's one. There you go. See, look at that. She's just cute.
Yeah, see? Isn't it beautiful? That's right.
So they shoot and it's like the same character just in a different wardrobe. And she made her sexy.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, she's gorgeous. All women are sexy at their own level, whatever that may be.
Yes, they are. Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely, women are definitely beautiful creatures.
Oh, I like that one too. That one's cute. Look at the bubbles. I like that one.
And let's see here. Oh, and these I collected because you'll see why. Rebecca and her hats.
Yeah, I love my hat.
But they had and all the hats have a flower in them, a flower or a bow.
Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love the romanticism about it and the mystery. I think hats produce that.
Yes,
Yeah, look at that.
they're a wardrobe within themselves.
Yeah, like it's like, who is that? Do we know her? You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
And then the orange one. And then there's also a yellow one. But I like it. Yeah, it's definitely got like a very sensual, sexy, but yet tasteful and elegance to it. That's just
Yes.
like right at that just perfect level. It's so sexy. It's beautiful. So beautiful. It's sexy.
Yep. And that's what I like about it.
Oh, let's see here, and then I went and collected a shit ton of Hecate pictures. Holy crap, that took forever and a day. Went through and collected a shit ton of freaking fate pictures of the three fates.
Oh, yes.
And then I still have a lot more to collect up. I gotta collect up on like Reapers and stuff like that.
I would so love someone to draw me, you, and Sarah in a cartoon-like sort of setting as the three fates. That would be
That
awesome.
would be awesome. Yes. And of course, I got Sarah's little girls on here. I even started another. I have like 4 folders from that. I even started an owl folder, and it's pretty full. It's got a lot in there. Like,
Owls are awesome.
Sarah looked it up, and she said like, was 100 something different species of owls?
Yes. Yes.
Well, you got to check.
I
This
love
stuff.
owls and peregrine falcons.
I like hawks.
Nice.
check this all out. Okay, hopefully Matt's in here because then he can, add to his counter. But oh, check that out. Oop, there's my nail polish. Hey Matt, check that out. You're like, damn it, no. Look at that fucker. Like that. That thing looks like it's gonna it cusses you out before it pecks at you.
That is so Matt though. That's how I see Matt. Just exactly like that with those, because he's an Aries. He's got the two,
And then, okay, check this beautiful one out. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, yes, it is. Is that a barn owl?
And you gotta check out this Arctic owl.
And
And
that's gorgeous. Love those eyes.
I think this one's probably my favorite right here. Look at that. Oh, you can't hear me, Wes? Damn it.
That's so innocent. No, you're fine. Everyone can hear you. It's their computer, not yours.
Oh. Yeah, isn't that one cute? Yeah, that one's look at that one. Look at that one.
Very cute. I love
keep
that.
track. You gotta keep track, Matt. You gotta keep count. And then this one's beautiful too. This one maybe just reminded me of a hawk. The wings, like
wait till you have a file on harpies. Oh yeah, look at that.
It's beautiful. All right, I've got tons of them in here. Oh, we'll do a. Oh God, do we want to do a funny looking one, or we'll do one more, and then then Matt can stop counting owls.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go. Last one.
Look at that. Now that's gorgeous. It's just like, you're taking my picture. Good pickups, Mel. Done well.
May West, that is awesome, 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 awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So now remember, guys, you gotta hope you're keeping count, so you can mark this one on the calendar for your most max of owl days. That's so awesome, May West.
He's seen another 3 this morning too. I showed him my owls.
I might sneak a couple in his messenger too later tonight.
Yeah, I've got a few for him too. Let's just flood him. Let's do it.
Well, make sure I can have a copy of it, because I'm gonna need a lot of owls, because I think I've got maybe 30 of them. So I need no, not maybe 20, but I need a lot more than that. And then when Sarah said there was 100 some different owls, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's gonna take forever. Because they don't have to. And these was I should tell them what the type of owl that they were, and I didn't do it. And I was like, oh, too late. I'm not going back doing it now.
Yes, just get a list and then tick off each one. Right, yep, 20 of that, 20 of that.
That was just so freaking hilarious looking. Yes.
Yeah,
no, Matt, we can't see you at all. Not at all. You're invisible. Look at that thing. It just looks highly irritated.
Oh, Matt. You're not invisible. We know you exist, but we can still talk like you're not in the room. It's all good.
Yeah, women, we've learned to master that skill after having children.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty, hi Mel then.
Go back. Okay. Here we go to the chart. Oh, and then there's a thing, Matt, that you were looking at the other day. Delete that, and then delete that. And where did the chart go? Oh, I gotta upload it again. That's what I get for playing around too long. All right. Today has been a very. It seems like almost every day is almost like a Scorpio field day. people forget how many people forget, like, I as in people forget that there are, and that I know a lot of Scorpios. Let's see here. And let's do a new one here. I'm gonna find a way to blow hers up just a little bit more. Um, since I have one of the apprentices on with me, that's kind of nice. Now I can grab it correctly. Okay, good. I grabbed it. And I just wanted to make it bigger. See if that's big enough. Nope. We'll use it anyways. All right. So I got Midwest's chart here, and I was going to show the example of what and I can never pronounce it correctly. That's why I need it blown up so I can see it better. A Carl's Parsa something something yoga. And no, where in the hell did I throw it? That's what I get. It hides them from me. Right. I think that's it. Oh, that blew it up just a
I
little
wonder if we
tiny
can make a
bit. If what?
I wonder if we could make a template, right, of the birth chart and make it as a slide ring. So that what you could do is that it moves, you put a pin in the middle and you can move the pages around. So you could line up your Leo with your fourth house. Do you know what I mean? So you could fiddle with it as an apprentice.
Yeah.
Do you get, like, the color wheel? You know how you used to get a color wheel with that split pin,
Yeah.
and you used to move the color wheel? Yeah, like that. I think that'd be cool. I might try and fiddle with that and see if I can do something.
Okay, so I go to screen share.
Is Matt coming on, or is he just hanging in the wings?
I don't know. I know the computer's freaking out, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, there we go. Oh, you bastard. Okay, fine, be that way. I'll just have to blow you up this way. It's like really not, probably because I have like 10,000 freaking windows open. It's delayed on my desktop and not on the phone. Oh, come on, bastard. Maybe I should close a couple more windows. Nope, that can be open. Oh crap, we got like, close that. And there we go. That's a little bit better. They should set the screen share up for a screen guard to be a lot better than what it is. Still kind of different from what I'm looking at on the computer. So the yogi I'm talking about, it's she's got her let's see, this south node. Nope, wrong one. Hey, when it does that to me, it's gonna be slow, super slow. It's like literally crawling on its knees on my end, and I need to move my nose. My allergies have been kicking my ass this month and last month. Okay. I will do it in red. I forgot that I can zoom in. really. Oh. Yeah, but it's still glitching all crazy over here on this end. Let's see here. Before I give it a stroke. There we go. Nope, it still glitches. Oh, okay, this okay, look like it's good. Nope, it's still glitching. Is it glitching on your guys' end?
What?
Nope, it's glitching on mine.
I'm trying. So what's a little? Okay. Yeah.
So yep, it's still glitching on my end. Let's see here. I know what I can do. I can grab it. And my computer's being really, really slow. But I do have like 10,000 tabs open. There we go. All right, go, 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 gadget. Okay. And okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try it from my phone and see if it's any better. All right. Uh, oh, I was muted. It doesn't give me the option to screen share from my phone for StreamYard, which kind of sucks and blows at the same time.
Hmm.
Has anybody ever done that suck and blow it at the same time?
I can't.
Oh no, let's see here. Let me try something. Uh back to the. And see, I wish they had a way it would let me blow it up, but it won't. Which drives me absolutely insane that it won't let you make it any bigger. That's ridiculous. I should complain to StreamYard, see if they fix it. Maybe it's the layout. No, I mean I don't think the layout changed that. No, I don't think the layout will change that either. Well, I will figure this out. Hell or high water. You know that I'll get this figured out some way, somehow.
I know you will.
Because
I know you will.
Because I think even on Zoom, I know that you can make it bigger. But yeah,
Yeah, like show it
are,
like a presentation. Is that what you mean?
yeah, or yeah, make
Yeah.
it more like they can actually see it on the screen better.
Yeah.
They could have did a lot better with that.
It's all right.
So
We'll iron out some of the kinks. Yeah.
back to the drawing board we go.
It's all right. It's all learning.
Or trying to freaking find loopholes to technology so you're not getting spanked by it because it must be difficult.
I know. That's my problem is that, yeah, some of the language and how to do things, I just don't understand. It takes someone to come and help me to do it because it's just, yeah, some of it's a bit hard for me to navigate.
Yeah, when it comes to like learning something, like especially if it's something that's hands on, it's always I like to be able to watch somebody. I want to watch them, and then I want them to watch me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
This way for me to learn to do something. Yeah, like just watch me make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah, I'm a very visual learner, as you know.
Yes, huge visual learner. And
Because I often say a picture says 1,000 words.
sometimes the picture doesn't say shit because you can't understand it.
It depends. That's why art's so wonderful because it's the eye of the beholder that what they want to see from the art or from the picture.
Oh, that's much bigger. That's better. Way better. That's way better. And I don't know. They should have a pointer. They should have a pointer on the mouse. That'd make things so much more easy. Let me try this. Nope, that didn't work. That's right. Because I was doing something different last time. That's why it looks different. Because I am a freaking blonde. Seriously, hiding as a brunette.
Sometimes.
No, go back. And we want to be really, really thick. There we go. And I just circled one thing. Here we go. I don't know why it's not showing up all thick as it should. And make a little line.
It's unusual, isn't it?
What's unusual?
That chart, I'm just looking at it.
Oh, it's really cool. She's got a huge fucking stem. We would call that an indigo stellum.
Wow.
But with her being a Scorpio and with her having the close conjunction to Mercury and Uranus, she would be considered a crystal.
There you go. Lesson 101.
And plus, where the planets are placed, that too. Like an indigo would be more. You see more an indigo stellum of an indigo would be. It wouldn't be in one of the upper. in that upper hemisphere there, because that upper hemisphere there is a very it's, how do I put this? It's the part of the chart that would be the part of the chart that would be more aligned to God and spirituality, where the other side of the chart would
Yeah.
be more aligned to the 3D realm, or the 3D world, and here on Earth. I gotta
Yeah.
blow my nose. We got before I start sneezing.
I'm gonna have to pop off, Mel.
Hold on, I'm having a big blowout. Also not invited.
I love
Okay.
you.
My mom used to say that all the time. Or then she's like, I'm calling the cops, and I'm like, why? She's like, because you're killing that gum.
Uh, uh, Such a
All
dick.
right. So, oh, you got yes. Yeah, let's see here. You have to go. Usually, you're just getting on, but you're
I
gonna
know.
abandon me. I see how you are. You and Sarah, both of you.
You can see it how you like. I don't mind. I've got things to do, places to be, and people to screw.
Oh, see now I'm jealous.
No, don't do that. But yeah, so I'll be back on later and I'll talk to you then.
Okay, Amanda, yeah, yours is almost identical to Mae West's, and you guys are both Scorpios. The only difference is she's got a Libra moon and a Scorpio or Sag rising. You're a double Sag. But yeah, her chart looks very much like yours. How did I do that? Maybe. And I'm trying to get this blown up so I can show Matt what I'm talking about with the dragons. And speaking of dragons, I got one sitting behind me, which is actually has not been irritating me to like a normal. Well, I did a little bit earlier, but usually when I'm live, it usually bothers me. Um, I got to crop this already. Saved it. And now here it comes because I mentioned it. That's more like a dog than a water dragon. And that was right next to me. How do you get the Michael Jackson look? Another one where your kids are acting up? All right. Open. I thought I cropped it, but I guess not. Oh, it's been really super slow. Super slow. If it was any slower, it'd be crawling. All right. No, it's frozen. Let's see here. All right, Matt. If you don't, if you know what you probably don't know what the symbols are, so that would probably work either. There we go. I'm just gonna save that there and save. All right, so this should help. Should be bigger. It's loading. All right. Okay, do you see where I have that circled at, Matt? Yep, I'm going to do the synastry and the composite. I have a lot of asteroids plugged into this one, so those are a bunch of asteroids that are sitting over there, and the Cancer Leo area. So what I circled there, Matt, one is the north node, one is the south node, one is the head of the dragon, the other is the tail of the dragon. They are known as Rahu and Ketu. One is a co-ruler of the 11th house in Aquarius. The other one is a co-ruler of the 8th house, Scorpio. So Aquarius and Scorpio actually have three rulers. The Scorpio has Mars, Pluto, and South Node, and Aquarius has Uranus, Saturn, and North Node. And the North Node is the path of the destiny, the direction that the soul wants to go that has never been before. And the South Node is your collection of all your past lives of everything, like and your childhood. It's like the storage of all of that. And so what you're supposed to be doing is working towards your North Node, because your South Node you've already done before. You're comfortable with your South Node. You've mastered that. You're good at that. Anytime you go for your North Node and you get your ass spanked and you end up going resting back into your South Node, before you can go toward your North Node again. And what you're supposed to do is take your South Node and connect it. So take your experiences from your South Node and connect it to the experiences that you're yet to have to your North Node. Oh, you missed all the owls in that? I'll have to send you some. There's some really cool here. I think I still got one clear. Here you go. Here you go, Nat. Look at that one. They don't look spunky. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna like bitch slap you before it pecks you. So, um, I can send you some information. But yeah, we're supposed to. So what we're supposed to be doing is the will of the chart. So it's the snake eating its own tail that got sliced in half, turned into the separate two dragons, and that's what the reincarnation has been. Is that will trying to connect the dragon again, so it can be a god. Because how the story goes is it was a demon that wanted to drink the nectars of the god to have eternal life, and after it set this big whole charade to be able to get to the nectar, and as it was taking a drink of the nectar, one little tiny drop hit the tongue, and as it was hitting the tongue, Vishnu cut its head off, and that's what turned it into the south node and the north node, Rahu Ketu. That's when it turned into the two dragons instead of the one entity. And so that's where like the whole eternal life thing comes in for like well, and that sort. Well, it's actually supposed to be for all of us, but it was only the gods that had like eternal life, and so but Rahu was able to actually get some of the nectar onto his tongue, so he was able to. So he was blessed with the eternal life. So when he got sliced in half, that's why the other part of him basically came to life, because he had drank from the nectar already. So, and then that's basically what life has been, is trying to connect, the ass end of you that has no head and no brain, no nothing, and then the head of you that is just that can never be fulfilled, because no matter what you eat and what you do, especially if it's anything like especially like food and stuff like that, it just pulls right through it. You never get full, you never get enough. That's why the north node is known to be really greedy, and the south node is really not really lazy, but the south node is kind of like, I've done it before, I don't want to do it. Where the north node is like, we'll do anything it can to be able to, definitely if it's anything of the aspect of where it's going, like they're both malefic planets. And the right kind of a transit. It was their transit that killed Marilyn Monroe. Well, not them, but their transit in the chart was really highlighted during of the day of her death. Same with the one who just somebody who had just recently. I'm trying to remember who had just recently died. Well, my brain doesn't want to work. But so north and south node, the dragon. Looks like your attitude towards Peter Pan. Oh, you like the owl? I'm about to send you that owl. No, I don't think that's the one with the Aries. I think it was a different one. So, all right. So, Mace chart. Let's see here. You have besides having that yogi. Oh, that's sorry. I was gonna share stuff with the yogi, but I'm gonna skip over it right now. You have Uranus in your 12th house, which is on the other side of the veil, and usually whenever Uranus is either in or transiting through the 12th, it makes a person want to rebel. It awakens something within them that is sometimes not so much hard to handle or keep under control, but it's like you sometimes you have to have like pep talks with yourself, from keep from doing things. You have a Mars conjunct your Neptune. Mars conjunct Neptune can heighten sexuality, like super heighten it, because Mars is a sexual planet. Neptune is a very sexual planet as well. Um, and having that Uranus in your 12th house and then having Mars and Neptune in your first house, not only can your dreams can get aggressive and sexual, but they're very vivid. You are an 11th house sun, and you have it conjunct to your Uranus, or to, not Uranus, well, it's a loose conjunction to Uranus, but to Mercury and, let's say that's an asteroid, so we'll look at that one. See, that starts to get smaller and smaller, so it's hard to see. So Sun conjunct Mercury, usually highly intellectual. Depends on the degrees, which depends on which one's at a higher number or lower number. Is Mercury head of the sun or below or behind the sun? A lot of times with people that have Sun and Mercury conjunct, and if Mercury is like 10, 15 degrees behind the sun, usually that person's kind of not at fast at thinking. But if a person has their Sun and Mercury at a close conjunction, like for example, my Sun's at a 9 degrees and my Mercury's at a 15. My Mercury is ahead of my Sun, but they're still in a tight aspect. So basically my mind is ahead of my soul in a sense. So, but people that have in a tight aspect together, that will definitely speed up the mind. Depending on what house is in, it can make them also talk fast, or talk slow, or read fast because it's Mercury. You have a North Node on your midheaven, which is really good for work and career, but it's also shown that with it being on your midheaven, you are somebody who is supposed to be known, especially like in like either an area you live or an area that you grew up at, because it's across from the homelands with the fourth house. Let's see. Oh, look, we got Tammy. You know what? I'm gonna make that thing that I did yesterday in Messenger. I'm gonna make that into a poster with Life Path 4. Hey, Michelle. You've got Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, your moon, and trying to make that out. I cannot see what the hell that is. Let me look on here. It's so tiny on my screen. Oh, Pluto. So in your stellium, you've got a really tight stellium, like super tight. So Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, the moon, Pluto. The next one that's with an X in it, that's just parts where that doesn't count. That's an asteroid. And then Mercury, Sun, and then you got Uranus and Mars and Neptune are in a far away, like they're in a very loose aspect. But your hardcore stellium, I would include Uranus into that stellium, even though most people wouldn't, but I would, just because it's your first house. So your stellium goes from your Jupiter to your Uranus. So from your Jupiter to your Uranus is where all those planets are. So that's a stellium, because it's when you have a bunch of planets conjunct together, either all in the same sign or in the same house, or just in a simultaneous row. And you have a heavy 10th, 11th, 12th house. So your Pluto's in your, okay, at least Pluto's in your 10th and not in your 11th. That's good, actually. It shows that a lot of your focus in life it's supposed to be going towards those houses, especially your 10th and 11th. But when people have a hard stellium like this, the whole thing about chart rulers kind of goes out the window. Anytime anybody has a stellium or a double stellium, like Mandy, the other Mandy, she has a double stellium. Anytime anybody has a double stellium or a hardcore stellium like this, normally your chart ruler is supposed to be whatever planet is ruling your first house. So your first house is Sagittarius. So technically, Jupiter is supposed to be your chart ruler. Like my first house is Cancer. The moon is supposed to be my chart ruler. But all that goes out the fucking window when you have a heavy stellium like this, or you have a double stellium, which means you have to find which one is actually in control, because they're basically competing for power and control of the chart when they're all tightly conjunct like that, because that's a power aspect when they're conjunct together. And so it's like in Vedics they would look at the degrees. Western chart, there's an analyst chart that you can have done, and it will show the percentage, and I'll tell you which one is actually the true chart ruler. Or you can break it down by analyzing the rest of the area of the chart to figure out which one is stronger. So with Jupiter is supposed to be your chart ruler, but it doesn't necessarily mean it is your chart ruler. But with you have a Libra moon, and you've got your moon conjunct your Venus and Pluto, that's got to be fun for a lot of things. And I say that sarcastically. Oh boy. Yeah, that's really intense having that moon, the Venus there on your moon. For you, I would definitely, I would say, Venus and Pluto probably. It would be a toss up between those two because you love animals, you love birds. That's Venus has a affiliation with animals because that whole sixth house debilitated aspect and just little things that you're drawn to and that you're really good at, which would scream out Pluto. But I'd have to really look over the chart to see which one is actually the strongest planet in that stellium. Um, oh, let's see here. Let me catch up in the chat. It's 5 a.m. Oh yeah, it's 5. It's 10 o'clock here. Overthinking, overanalyzing from the body, mind, withering my intuition, missing opportunities. What are you talking about, Matt? Must feed my will, feed my moment, drawing way outside the lines. It's okay to draw outside the lines. Whoever says that you have to draw inside the line should be fucking stabbed with the crayon. How do I remember all of that? Easy. I have a photographic memory when it comes to astrology and numerology and things of the occult. Not all things of the occult. There's some things I have to go back and look up, but that and I've dedicated my whole life to it. And for sometimes even over a year at a time, like I'll spend days. I mean, like I'm talking anywhere from like 10 to 15-hour days for days and days, weeks upon weeks, months upon months, months upon months into a year of hardcore studying and researching, taking notes. Um, and so, I mean, how can I not? I mean, how can I not like remember it? And then I pull charts every day, and I've written my first astrological book. I've been piecing stuff together for my next book with hidden aspects and things that I picked up like in patterns of looking at charts. A lot of your guys' charts are perfect guinea pigs and test subjects for what I'm doing with my astrology book. But astrology is not that hard to learn. Just people just overthink it because they don't know where to start. But it's actually quite simple. They should have been teaching it like in elementary school. They should have started from first grade. So by the time you graduated from high school, you would know like intermediate into advanced astrology, and you would know what you're doing for life. You would know your options. You would know your weaknesses. You'd know your strengths. And you could be like people in India that are multimillionaires. Because in India, you're either really rich or really poor. That's because they don't whip their ass without saying they're astrologer, or they have a family or astrologer in the family. Yeah, I've been studying astrology since I was a child. For the first time my dad walked into the bedroom and handed me and my sister Garfield nightgowns, and I couldn't even fully read at the time, but I was like, what does that say? And he's like, hers says Virgo, yours says Aquarius, and I'm like, well, what's a Virgo and Aquarius? And then I started from there. Yeah, I'm actually and I'm dumb in some areas. It's like when I was in college, my brain did this whole do not compute, do not understand, going to shut down. Like it literally literally did like complete like 180 switch on me. Like I've always been into science, math, you know, um just very I hated literature. I hated writing if it was based on anything like with literature. I hated English. I hated like basically like all the girly type subjects, and I just loathed it. So then it was like I want to say it was my second year in, second or third year in. No, third had been second one and third year in. My brain, all of us like math. I was in top three of my college when it came to math. Top three in the school, and I never went below three, and so every semester I either be the first, second, or third top of the class. and we were doing it was college math, and we were doing this new chapter, and my brain literally just like was done. No more fucking numbers. It was over. It was like no more, and and it just math for some reason. It's just like it just. And I love math. I've always loved math. I was in advanced math even like in junior high and stuff, and like my brain was just like no. And then I did this whole 180 switch, and I started getting drawn to like English and literature and writing, and then that's when I started my undergrad newsletter. It did it to the complete flip on me. So like everything that I used to be really really good at when it came to school, completely my brain was like nope, and I had to and I had to learn other stuff, and I was drawn to learn, and I hated history. Learned, and then I started to love history. Like everything that I hated in school, I liked everything I was good at. I just couldn't do anymore. Yep, I did a complete opposite. Like, and it just and the thing is, like with writing, because I've always hated writing. I always hated composition class through junior high, through high school, all of that. So I was never one of the best. Now, when it came to like creative writing, yes, I'm a great creative writer. But when it came down to the technical skills of writing, okay, when I was in college, my teenage daughter used to correct my freaking papers before I would hand them in. If that tells you anything. Cece, I literally would have to have Cece read over my papers, especially my big papers, my big research papers, are like the ones that were worth a lot of points or in a semester. She would have to go over and basically correct things for me or fix them. Yeah, but math is cool though. I love math. I like had a big old stack of all my college when I was in college, like the notebooks I used for taking notes. Like I was even anal retentive about like how I did my notes for math, and I kept all of my notebooks from all the math classes I took in college. Every single one of all my notes in them. So if I ever wanted to go back, but then literature started to. I think what got me with literature was when we were doing stuff like about Planned Parenthood and the starting of Planned Parenthood and birth control. I really like because activism, like when it comes to women's rights and all that, and I was really really big into in college. So I think that's what sparked it. That helped me like want to keep learning more when it came to literature and stuff like that. And and history, I I like knowing about our history, but because I don't know. Cause remember in high school when you were in history class and it was like about some boring ass country that you knew nothing fucking about and you couldn't remember. That I mean that was always that's how I always thought of history class. It was just boring about some fucking country that I'm not going to visit. I could barely spell, let alone know where to find it on a freaking map. Um, yeah they do yeah. And then you got people that are really good at editing though too. And then you got people that can do both. But like me, I can write, but you got to go and get all my run-on sentences and making sure that I'm spelling their picture and was it their picture though all those words where there's like five different ways to spell it. Yeah, make sure I'm like using the right ones. That's because you're double Mercury ruled. So your writing is your Gemini and your editing is your Virgo because Virgo pays attention to fine details. Okay, I grab something here. Um, it depends on American history. Depends on what period. World War history was cool. Like that, I liked that in college. I did really good there. Really did really good late midterms and final. You hate sloppy stuff like Mike's random internet posts. What is that? Like, what do you mean? I don't. I guess I don't get what you mean, Matt. Ah, okay. Just random sloppy Facebook posts. Like how about an example? Watching our Family Guys on. No punctuation, 700 word paragraph. Okay, like was it just where they just keep on going without a pause or a breather? Okay, I know what you mean now. Yeah, I used to kind of write like that. And then going to college and then having to write fucking AP styles, Chicago, like I fucking hate that. That's annoying having to write in certain styles and and having your reference like that was so like I think very unnecessary. I think that she only had to do that like maybe like one paper a semester, not every single freaking paper. It's like a lot of work. How you read, you just keep on reading it with like no pause or no break or anything because there's no commas or periods, so you just keep on reading to the end. Yeah, punctuation does matter. Word it's a word that is a word salad. That's more like a word fucking word chili because it's like all melting together. At least the salad's got everything grouped together. Like in chunks. Word salad like that. I like that thing. Um, there we go. Word orgy, yeah, or a mass grave of just words. All right, I should get off of here. God, I've been thinking about it for a while. Learning to write is like learning to think. I don't know. To think is not that hard. I think learning to write is kind of like learning to speak properly. Because anybody can think. Child can think. You don't have to be smart to think. Well, I guess now in the world nowadays, yeah, you kind of do, but you know what I mean. To think critically. Well, but not everybody needs to think critically. Like, some people don't know how to think critically. Um, some, I mean, I think if it's necessary for the person, yeah, to think critically. Because I guess it depends on what it is. Like, if it's like for something important or for work and stuff like that, yeah. But you know, can't expect like children and adult children, like who just want to have fun and not think critically to think critically. Damn, I have to put my shoes on. Hey, there was an avocado in there somewhere. Yeah, I've been trying to get caught up. A lot of stuff, and a lot of it's tedious, so it's taken fucking forever to do. Like I finally got some stuff up on the. I finally got 2 episodes of the podcast loaded and an article for the podcast website done. But that's oh my god, I still probably have like two pages of like stuff I know still need to get done. I've been working on it for a while. Everyone shows a problem with humanity. No, not necessarily. Not necessarily thinking creatively. Because what about people that think creatively, or artistically, or etherically, or spiritually? Um, So yeah, so I mean, it's not just about thinking critically, because if a person is always constantly just thinking critically, I mean, I'm gonna be the type of person that's gonna want to fucking throat punch them, because seriously, like that gets old after a while to be in that mode of thinking, you know. Yeah, but some people can't though. I mean, you've got people, that don't. Okay, just like there's like people that don't have an inner monologue. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is for them to think creatively or even etherically if they're not able to if they have no inner monologue. So I mean, so they have to balance what they've got, but if they ain't got it, they can't balance it. So, so yeah, I think like it's like thinking critically, like when the times that where it's needed. But I mean, I know if I'm trying not to think critically, I'm trying not to be in that mind space. That's probably what's wrong with a lot of people. Maybe that's what's wrong with a lot of like people in the government and the higher ups, because they're stuck in that critical mind, and somebody needs to pass them a joint or something so they can get out of it. Hey, Andrea, that's probably what their problem is. They're too just like people that are realists. You got people that are realists, you got people you're idealists. Sometimes some people that are overly realist, like they stay in such a mind frame that it's like after a while it gets to be very well critical, and it gets to be very cynical, very pessimistic. Yeah, it is way too harsh. But I think that's what the problem. That's what's wrong with a lot of people. Like when it comes to the way the world is. I mean, people that are running the country, running the world. They probably don't know how to balance that out with other forms of thinking. Hey, manipulative narcissists are narcissists are some of the most fucking smartest fucking people on this planet. Some of them have fucking high IQs like above 140. They are not dumb motherfuckers. No, they do have lower range, lower like dumber narcissists. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, they have them, but for the most part, narcissists are really fucking smart, off the fucking Richter, like off the chart smart. So, well, the thing with narcissists is they have no empathy. They don't they don't self reflect, and they don't care about, and they don't know how to care about other people's feelings. They only care about themselves because of the trauma that they've experienced in their life. So therefore, when they turn into a narcissist, they can only think about themselves or care about them. And even it's not even a care about themselves. It's just they have no empathy, none, zero, zilch, nada. And then some of them have like they can mentally in a way like have empathy, but they don't have no true empathy at all. That's how come it's like kind of like with dark empaths. Just like dark empaths are like are narcissistic, but that's because they let their narcissistic tendencies outweigh their empathic tendencies, and them two are also very high in IQ. And some of the most psychic people that are on this planet are dark empaths or narcissists. Well, even if they don't have mental power, they're going to use everything to their advantage anyways because they're a narcissist. That's what they do. And it's not and it's not so much about mental. It's not about like power mentally. It's control. That's what it is with narcissists. They have to always be in control of every situation and everybody around them because they had lacked that control when they whatever the trauma they experienced as a child or environment that they were in. They were younger. That's how come they're such control freaks. That's why it's a control thing. Well, it can't be an ego balance from birth because there is no ego at birth. We build our ego. And not all narcissists are sociopaths. Not all sociopaths are narcissists. Just like not all narcissists are psychopathic either. Just like not all psychopaths are narcissistic. You can be empathic and psychopathic at the same time, but you can't be narcissistic and empathic at the same time. Sorry, psych major. But so it can be an ego balance from birth, because there is no ego, and just like there is no, I don't believe there's a soul at conception. I think soul comes in later. And I just like, not, I don't think everybody's born as a soul. Um, Empathy doesn't develop. That's, yeah. I mean, their ego will develop, but there's no empathy develops. And not all cameras, not all cameras are crybabies. You mean cancers? Yeah, but think about with society. What gives to a healthy ego? I mean, that's not something that is taught to us in society through just the normal things. We are not taught about having a healthy ego. We're taught about the other retarded shit about killing your ego instead of having a healthy, evolved, and rational thinking, objective ego. Empathy is, I'd say empathy is more tied into, like, more. Well, yeah, I mean it's tied into the ego, but it's more of it's a little bit more than that. You gotta remember, your ego is how you see yourself. Your ego is your persona. Your ego is um the the different aspects, and basically the building blocks of who you are to be, how you see yourself to be. See, and the ego balance, but yeah, but there's gonna be times where it's off balance. I mean, it's life is just like, you can't be happy all the time. Just like happiness is an illusion. When people say they want to be just happy in their life, that's like the one answer that like absolutely irritates the shit out of me when I ask people what do they want out of life and they say to be happy. It's like, no, you can't be happy, because happiness is just moments in time. But I think what it is with the ego, it's not so much about balance. Well, it's good to have a balanced ego, but you can have a balanced ego and be a fucking egomaniac with a balanced ego. I think it's about evolving it to be able to be on that same level as your spirit and as your soul, and then it would be aligned with your higher self. But I do not believe in. I've never believed in killing the ego, because then you're killing yourself. Yeah, that, like, literally, like, seriously, like, I want to headbutt somebody whenever they say, "Oh, I just want to be happy." It's like, well, yeah, well, we all can't do mushrooms and smoke weed every day of our life to be happy. I mean, we could, but I need to put some shoes on. Yeah, ego death is bullshit. A person can have an out of balance ego and still be able to be empathetic. Hey, Christy. I just realized I never turned my camera on. I just not realized that. Oh, I gotta take that watch off. It's heavy. Oh, good night, Jules. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get off here so we can go take the trash out and we'll find out what the hell Rue's doing. And on to my next thing. I have a couple of video chart readings I need to get done. Matt just keeps piling them on. Then no, I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. No, I only have like just a couple for you, but yeah, I need to get those organized out. Yeah, I probably might be able to. Psychopaths have moments of temporary empathy rarely. Um, eh, love you too, May. Oh, I forgot that I had that on that. We were like, let's see here. There, that's a good one. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for joining me. God, oh my God, I was live for almost 2 hours. Almost by my lonesome, but Rebecca joined me for a little bit. Oh, you're off the next 3 days? Okay. All right, and I need to. I'm probably gonna be DMing the Akashic Astrology chat group, our messenger chat here sometime tonight. So yeah, just warning you now. I'm gonna be loading some stuff up in there, and there's also some stuff in there that I need to transfer from there into the group. So fake moments. Yeah. Well, a lot of people, even empaths, can have fake empathy, can pretend to have fake empathy too. I think anybody can. All right, guys.